So I'm here today again with Mr. Robert Young from Off the Dome. Pain is a Part of Life. And we're here with Robert Young. Now, Robert, today we're going to talk about stage 4 pancreatic cancer. That's exactly what you have?
Right.
Okay. Would you like to tell the people a little bit about it and what you're dealing with?
It's really mind-boggling, to tell you the truth. Because when the more you have it, the more that you learn more about it. But one thing, number one, first thing you got to stop and thank God for whatever He doing and for taking part in your life and to be with you to battle with stage 4 cancer. Because sometimes people look at me and I tell them I got stage 4 pancreatic cancer. They look at me and some of them look like they want to start crying. But hell, I feel the same way I've been feeling, but
Say, don't cry for me.
yeah,
God got this.
But it look like it's so
Right.
it's supposed to be so.
It is.
It's
Patrick
so
Swayze. Patrick Swayze died from
life-threatening.
Yeah.
And
And I
a lot
think
of
as soon
people
as they
say that.
told him, he died right after that.
Yeah.
So you're like a walking miracle, for real.
Well, yeah, but then again, you have to do what when you go to the doctor to do what they say, to go along with the chemo. A lot of people don't like to take the chemo, and I don't think I got against it, the radiation part, but
And that's what affected your hands?
no, that
What was that
affected
from?
my hands came from the chemo period.
Oh, from the chemo period?
Yeah.
So it just
What
made
they
your
do,
hands dark?
It'll kill your white cell.
Oh.
The white cell will take care of your body. But the red cell that overrun it, that's what the cancer comes from, the red cell. So they slow the white cell down and try to get most of the red, try to kill off more red cell. And then once you do 12 weeks or 12 session of chemo, then they'll bag off the medicine, and then your color of your white part of your skin it'll come back. Well, with the medicine they got me on now, they say it's supposed to come back anyway. But it just right now it looking like I guess I still got a lot of that old medicine in me, and so I got to do 3, 4 more. Tomorrow will be the third one on that new medicine they got me on. But they want to do 3 more, do 6 sessions on the chemo, so that see that the medicine that they changed over to will keep it from moving any further than where it moved from the pancreas. It went through my liver. All of them had little small spots on them. My stomach got a little small spot on the outside, the very outside, the lining on the outside of my stomach they found a spot. But when they diagnosed it with the MRI, the team didn't think it was that bad because it wasn't. I guess it wasn't that big. But the doctor didn't want to pass it over, so that's why he changed the medication. Because he said the same medicine that I was taking 3 days, they give it to me, and I had to take 8 pills a day for a week, skip a week. It's just like doing the intervene with the liquid when they put it in the port. Like I got this be my week to do chemo, then next week I'll be up, don't do it, and every other week. So, but it's the best thing to do is just you got to pray and keep going, cause it's always gonna be on your mind that it's there, but you try to figure out how I get there, what I did wrong. You're doing a diary of your life. You're looking back over what you did wrong, what you eat, what you were doing. To call that was it. A lot of people put all different kind of drugs in their system, and that called cancer too. But Then you sit there and if you hadn't did all these things, then all of a sudden you go to the hospital and they come back and tell you got stage 4 cancer.
And it's all in their delivery. Because if they come to you like the man who came through, doctor came through with me, with the brain tumor, he was like, yeah, well, you're going to die if you don't have the surgery. And I was like, okay. And he said, your pre-op is in 6 weeks. And he said, and you need to have, because I didn't have insurance. I was paying cash. And so he said, you need $80,000 in 6 weeks. And I was like, sir, I'm good. But I'm not that good. I come in with half, I think.
Yeah.
And I came in with half. And he wouldn't, he said that there's nothing he could do with that. And I said, so I have to die? He said, you want some water? I guess I was have to swallow that. That was to swallow what he told me. But I said, sir, there's a doctor higher than you, and if you don't mind, I'll listen to him. I'm rebuking everything you said.
Yeah. But some of them,
It's all in the delivery.
Yeah, and all in delivery, and then all in technology. Don't came so far along with when they first started with the treatments and all they're doing the chemo and all that. It was they were giving medicine that would make you vomit. There's a lot of folks who still do it. Make you vomit and you can't hold nothing down. Your stomach, you're weak and you're losing a lot of weight. And
Did you have any?
no, not yet. But then you're sitting around, then I'm sitting around wondering, looking for the day that that it'll grab hold of me and throw me down. I'm looking for that day instead of looking for the positive side of going on and doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm sitting back too much, sitting on my own little pity pot.
But guess what? That means that if you haven't gone through that yet, God doesn't want you to go through that. That's all. You know what I'm saying? So just keep it moving. You got past that. I was just looking. I got a mask over there. Same color as that shirt you got on. Look at that.
Well, I ain't gonna put it on.
Now I know you're not, but we could have had it on. I could put it on to match.
Yeah,
but anyway, what is your biggest challenge that you're currently facing right now? Where are you at with your?
The biggest challenge here is you got this disease or whatever you want to call it, and you can't do nothing about it. You know it there. And you try to, you got to stay solid positive. But sometimes, it get to a point where you can go from 0 to 100 in about 1.2 seconds. Because you don't really want to hear too much folks sitting around telling you that you'll be all right and I know how you feel, but you don't.
Unless they have it, they don't.
And then then they'll holler, well, he won't put nothing more on you than you can bear. Well, I already know that. I ain't asked you for all that.
Right.
I ain't come for the biblical part.
Right.
I got somebody
Not
can
the
do
biblical
that.
part.
Yeah, I got somebody can do that. Now I don't need
Thank
you
you
to tell
very
me.
much, sir. Right.
Yeah. So you know how that goes. But
Right.
it's all the environment, the place that that you're going to get your medicine from, that'll make you feel a whole lot comfortable by taking the medicine or going through the routine of what they got you doing, because you don't know this doctor from they walk up in there and he go talking about he want to give you got to sit in the chair for 6 hours, then you take a bag home with you, and they're gonna run for 3 days, so 2 more days. So you doing chemo 3 days every other week, but so far I hadn't lost no appetite or nothing. I lost 2.5 pounds. I take
2.5 pounds.
Yeah, I checked my weight this morning, back up to 251. So I ain't really weighed
251.
Yeah.
All right.
I ain't really weighed that much a long time.
Right.
But
So you're saying you gained weight through all this?
yeah.
Wow, that's really a plus. Okay.
Yeah, it's a blessing because you eat so much. Try to. My thing I be doing is trying to eat instead of the cancer eating on my body.
Oh,
have
so
something
you're
inside
giving it
me.
something to eat. I
You
gotcha.
you know, so
That's pretty smart, Mr. Young.
if you ain't got nothing in there,
Right, then it's going to eat you.
yeah,
Right.
so it's gonna throw
You're very
wear and
smart.
tear. I ain't that smart. There you go.
There you go.
A lot don't care who tell it. But anybody that out there, they're going through this right here, you know,
Right.
it got to be a mind thing. And a mind thing and a family thing, and number one, spiritual. The number one spiritual, then your mind, then you got to deal with your family, and sometimes they believe in you think that maybe since you hadn't got sick, that ain't that wrong. Boy, I know one guy had me say, "You ain't been sick, and I don't believe you got that." I said, "Well, I wish I didn't." And so, you know, but oh man, you gained the weight, did that? Oh, man, I'm. Thank God that I'm eating. I got a, an appetite.
An appetite. That's right. That's great. All glory goes to God on that one. Listen, do you believe that cannabis or marijuana helps with the pain? Can help with the pain?
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah. And plus that, and it'll give you appetite to eat.
Because it takes your mind someplace else. It makes you not
calmer.
think about your issue. Yeah.
It calm you. It make you calmer, but they, due to the fact of the laws and stuff that you can't, you can't exploit it. But if you I don't know, they it'll put you where you ain't got to take so much. You ain't got to be really dwelling on
them
so much
pills.
narcotics and all that.
That's right.
But the narcotics, the right kind, do help with the pain. I can tell the difference when I hadn't, took my medicine, or I ain't taking it on time. It might not be nothing. It might be the same way I've been feeling, but it pops in my mind.
Right.
I get one little ache, then I'm, and that's the scary part. That people, I hope that what I'm saying is that people who going through this, it's not that I'm sitting there telling a lie about what's going on, because I'm living with this every day, and I thank God every day that I wake up. But I might get up talking crazy or talking foolish, but thank God all the time that I made it that next day. So it's my thing.
Okay, now I got another question for you. What do you do with your meds that are expired?
I don't know.
You throw them in the trash? You throw
I never had none to expire.
Oh, so you always finish yours?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's a good thing, because we got to be more conscious of that. Because I think if people are throwing it in the trash and it's going in the landfills, then the pills are getting disintegrated. Well, from water and stuff into the ground, and then we're reheating it.
Right.
So we got to do something with.
But if it don't expire, it's your medicine. So the doctor wrote that medicine to you, but I ain't never known.
So you never had none to expire?
Well, I had some that I like. You tell some medicine for a cold or something like that, a minor ache or something that's sitting around. But then sometimes, if you don't take all your medicine that the doctor give you, that's why they give you 28 to 30 days. If you're doing it right, you won't have no problem on what, the outcome. So it's best to do what the doctor said.
Yeah, it is. And then you wouldn't have any expired.
Yeah, because you be on time, and so the doctor, and then you got to have a good rapport with your doctor, that y'all conversate, and he can tell you more about his experience in dealing with people with cancer, and a good doctor gonna look out for your pain limit and your pain a good pain. Well, the one I got here, Dr. Kevin, he excellent on that part right there. You know, he kind of calmed me down. You know, he a no nonsense doctor, but like he always say, everybody him grown, but you do what you supposed to do, and you ain't got no problem out me because you know he ain't come here to lose his life because he like me or
somebody else.
Yeah,
Right.
I can't feed him. Hell, I'm continue to eat myself.
Right. All right, now this is our last thing. This is just a little food for thought. I heard it on the news this morning as I was coming in, and you and me about the same age. What year were you born?
56.
Okay, so I was born in '60, so you're 4 years older than me. What do you think about this new ruling with Roe versus Wade? You remember this happened with us
40 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. When women that had been raped or whatever,
Incest.
They could incest anything.
Yeah.
They had the right to say what they wanted to do with their body, and they had the right to get an abortion if that's what they chose.
Right.
Now they're about to put the doctor in jail who performs the abortion and put the woman in jail for murder. But this is the thing. So we're going right back to what if you get raped? You can't get rid of. I mean, I don't understand
it's main thing is about that right there. They going back in time.
Yes,
You know, the clock. You know, the world spinning around on the axle, and they're going around in a circle, and they're coming back like Murphy Law. You know, everything they're going around, and then they coming back to it because back in the day. When the master got the slave woman pregnant, she couldn't get rid of his child.
Right.
But even though that was his child, and he was down there raping her every night or every other night. But she couldn't go to the doctor, or he wouldn't pay for it to get rid of the baby. And I think they put that law in really to keep down pregnancy between black people. I think that, they made that law so that, a woman, a man got a right to do whatever he want with his body, but a woman, she got to get permission to have something done to her body.
Right, that's deep.
But see, what if they pass a law by when you turn 12 years old, you get the vasectomy? Make that law. Do that way, ain't nobody getting pregnant.
Right.
If this woman can't get rid of the child and she don't want the child and she might be able to knucklehead that, really don't mean her no good. And then she ain't got no right to say, to go to a doctor and say, look, I'm gonna terminate this. I made a mistake, or I at the frat party and on campus or something like that. It's a lot of things you got to pray for. It's all in praying.
We have to pray for that again, because I think if we turn this around, it's going to set us all back 100 and something years.
They're going to go back to the LGBTQ. They're going to go back to the black and white. You're going to go back to our racial ethnic and holding us down. That just like they saying a bunch of welfare babies and all that, but they want you to have the children. But then when the children come in acting a damn fool, want to shoot up everything, with most of them white. I think the last one, the shooting thing, was a black dude. Talking about he ain't like the surgery that the doctor gave him. But the doctor supposed to told him before he did the surgery that what your percentage is.
Right.
I can't make it better. I'm just going in and trying to fix the problem. Because I had 6 surgeries on my back. And so I'm telling you the truth. I'm lucky to be walking. Cause I got a plate and 4 rod and 4 screws in my back. They took the L4 and 5 out. Put an iron plate back there with 4 rod, titanium rod, and titanium screw screwed into my bone. That didn't kind of affect me. Now I'm going through, it'll be a year now with stage 4 cancer. And I'm battling with it. But it ain't throw me down or flip me over.
Right.
But
Because you're highly.
Well, that too, and I do what I supposed. I try to do what I supposed to do, and you got to take it slow. You can't you can't get too far ahead of the game, but you still got it. It's still gonna be on your mind that it's back there,
Right.
and so But if anything I can, that this right here can help anybody, if there's somebody going through this, it can be done. It's how you do it, and you can't let nobody tell you that it ain't working or what you're doing. But
Till they walk a mile in your shoes.
yeah,
Keep
and
your
then
advice to
they go for a
yourself,
whole year. They're dealing with this, and hopefully I can deal. I'm trying to pull about 2-3 more years or rabbit out the hat. So No, I ain't trying to. It can't go forever. it wasn't in the car. It ain't in the car to go forever. Battery don't run forever. They run out of juice.
All right, Mr. Young, it was a pleasure as always. This is Dawn with Pain is a Part of Life, and Mr. Young with Off of the Dome. And that's our session for today.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Mr. Young.
Enjoy it.